Hey guys, welcome back to the CreditVerse channel. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one today, but since it's the beginning of the year, we thought it'd be a good idea to take a look at what cards are in my wallet to start 2024. My everyday cards change pretty regularly, as I'm always trying out new programs or trying to hit a new bonus. But that being said, there always are a few mainstays. This video isn't my credit card strategy for 2024, but I talk about all of the credit cards I have, some of the reasons why, and what cards I'm looking to pick up over the course of the year. These are just what cards are genuinely in my wallet to start the year, and how I intend to use them. If you guys like this concept and want me to do it on a recurring basis, maybe every 3 months or 6 months, let us know in the comments below, as we think it would be a pretty interesting video to do on a recurring basis. The first card in my wallet is also the newest addition, being the RBC WestJet World Elite MasterCard, which I got a couple of months ago for its bonus of 700 WestJet dollars. Its earn rates are pretty good for a MasterCard, earning 2% back at WestJet and 1.5% back everywhere else, but this is obviously all earned in the form of WestJet dollars. I found myself flying WestJet more frequently in the last couple of months. With them getting more international routes every single year, I think it's going to be a good card to pick up, specifically because it has a lot of WestJet specific perks. The first major perk on this card is a mainstay on these core tier cards at this level, being a first free check bag for yourself and 8 other travel companions when you're on the same booking reservation. This perk can easily save you about $100 per trip. If you take 2 trips with WestJet a year, you save a couple of $100, making the annual fee on this card worth it almost automatically. Next up is a feature that probably sets this card apart from all the other co-branded cards available in Canada, especially at this level. This is of course the annual companion voucher. Now with this voucher, you can book a round-trip ticket for yourself and add another person on your ticket for $119 for anywhere within North America, plus taxes and fees, or $399 for anywhere else WestJet flies in the world, again plus those taxes and fees. This can easily save you a couple of $100s when you fly within North America, and potentially even thousands of dollars if you're flying to somewhere like Asia, where taxes and fees are low, but the base fare ends up being pretty high, specifically with such high travel demand, especially during the summer months. With its $119 annual fee, I intend on keeping this card around for quite some time because I think I'll be able to get good value out of it just by using the first free bag benefit if I fly WestJet 2 or 3 times a year, and then anything additionally would be just in the form of the companion voucher, or would just be additional gravy, and potentially it might save me $200 or $300 a year by paying $119. The Brim KLM Air France World Elite MasterCard is another card I'm working on the bonus for, but I do intend to keep around after the bonus is over. There were 2 main reasons I got this card. The first of which was of course the bonus, being at 60,000 flying blue miles, which would be about $1,200 over the course of getting this card for 2 years. The next main benefit was the fact that I was able to earn 60 XP by just getting this card, which when combined with my travels over the summer with KLM, was able to get me over to silver status, which would be really helpful in the next couple of years. Silver status comes with priority check-in, priority boarding, and complimentary seat selection, as well as a free check bag when flying on all team flights, which would be specifically helpful when flying with Delta, or perhaps with Air France or KLM when I'm there over the summer. This card certainly lacks a couple of features that come on the other Brim cards, such as no foreign transaction fees, which I was a little bit confused to see, considering I think this was one of the main things people were looking forward to when we initially saw this partnership announced, but alas, I guess KLM maybe really didn't want to offer that, or whatever the case ended up being. I'm sad it doesn't really have it, and hopefully it gets in the future, because I think it would make it a really good card to use both in Canada and then abroad while you're traveling. Now a bit of an unconventional addition to my wallet would be the Amex Gold card. Now you may be thinking, Olyan, why are you using this card? There's so many other better cards available, and to be honest, it's just a matter of convenience. The card has pretty decent earn rates, certainly not as good as the Cobalt for sure, but since I had to hold the card for a second year just to get the bonus, I thought it may be worth it to just use it in the off chance I had no other bonus to be hitting, as MR points are by far the most flexible and I'd be getting a few points here or there. It has a $250 annual fee, with a $100 annual travel credit coming as an offset, as well as some additional travel perks like pretty strong travel insurance and 4 passes to Plaza Premium Lounges in Canada. Honestly, I kind of think this card is stuck in no man's land. Its perks are certainly not good enough to be up there with the Amex Platinum, and its earn rates are not good enough to be there with the Amex Cobalt. So it's kind of tough having worse earn rates than the Cobalt and worse perks than the Platinum with a $150 net annual fee, so I don't really know where it ends up lying. I don't see why someone would pick up this card as opposed to just picking up a Platinum, unless it's just specifically for getting the bonus. It was one of the later cards to get reworked, but I'm hoping Amex maybe buffs the earn rates just a little bit to put it back in place in the Amex hierarchy, just being like the Cobalt, the Gold, and then the Platinum. The last card in my wallet is actually the only one that's never left. It's the RBC Ion Plus, affectionately dubbed by us here at CreditVerse as the Baby Cobalt. The main draw of this card is the earn rate, having the best earn rate of any RBC card by earning 3 points per dollar on grocery, dining, food delivery, gas, ride shares, EV charging, streaming, and gaming. It also earns 1 Avion point for each dollar spent elsewhere. Now if you hold both this and an RBC Ion Card, you can transfer points freely between the two, and the Ion Card has a lot more options how you can redeem your points, specifically by transferring them to better transfer partners, or using the RBC fixed points grid, which is the best value to fly anywhere within North America on points. For $48 a year, this card is over $100 cheaper than the Amex Cobalt, and even though the earn rates aren't as good, they're still really good for a card that's so cheap. If you hold an RBC checking account, this annual fee is actually waived in its entirety, meaning you are $155 cheaper than Amex Cobalt, and even though the transfer partners aren't as good and the earn rates aren't as good, it's still a good card to use pretty much everywhere else and stack up some of your points for when you're able to use them really later on when you're traveling. We think this is the best student card to get, and definitely the best Visa card to get if you just want to start getting your feet wet in the world of points and miles. Now that's about it for my wallet, but be sure to let us know in the comments below what you have in your wallet to start 2024. And with that, we'll see you next time. Take care.